Hey guys, it's Amanda. What's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about my acne. I've had acne for a really long time. I have literally tried every single acne thing that you could even imagine. I've tried Neutrogena, I have tried Clean and Clear, I have tried Dermalogica, like everything but Proactive. And that was only because I heard that Proactive actually makes your acne worse. I don't really know if that's true, but I just never tried it. So a lot of what came into play when it came to my acne was my birth control. And I started birth control when I was a sophomore in high school because of acne. I was on that for, I want to say, maybe like 2 years, and it worked for me. You know, I got into a relationship and I realized that it made me really moody. Like it would make me have like mood swings. I talked to my doctor and they went ahead and switched me onto a new birth control called Sprintec. And Sprintec is a pill form of birth control. And that really worked for me. I really liked taking that. It was really great for my acne. The only thing that I didn't like was the fact that I had to take it every day. And I've never been the person that forgets to take their birth control every day. I've never really missed pills before. Here and there I will, but I've never really been that kind of person. So then I decided to get the Nexplanon in my arm, and you've probably seen advertisements for it. It's really popular. So I got that in my arm. You can see the scar, but it's like right there. It's a little itty bitty scar. Oh yeah, you can see it. So I got the Nexplanon and I had that in for, I think, almost 2 years. It was like 1.5 years. And then out of nowhere, after 1.5 years of having it in my arm, my acne broke out so bad, like on my chin, so bad. And so I was like, okay, so obviously this has something to do with my birth control, because I had heard so many times that girls would only have the Nexplanon in their arm for under the 3 years because things would go wrong. Like they'd either start bleeding all the time, or, you know, they would gain so much weight and like all this stuff. So I knew like right away, I was like, okay, this has something to do with the Nexplanon. And another thing that I didn't like about the Nexplanon, just to add in there, another reason why I got it taken out, not solely because I thought it was causing my acne, but also because it was making me not have a period, like ever. Never had a period. And I'm the type of girl who, when I get my period, I'm like so relieved. So it was really weird not having my period for like 1.5 years. I was like, this doesn't feel right, this is wrong. And I'm kind of like more of like a natural person. Like I don't like to be on birth control in the first place, but if it's gonna make me not have a period, like that's not cool with me. But anyway, back to the acne. So I was getting acne on my chin and I was like, nope, let's take this out. So I went ahead and went to Kaiser and they took it out. And then obviously I had to get on another birth control. So I went back on the Sprintec. It took about 3 months. It was combined of taking the Sprintec and then washing my face with Dermalogica products only. And then I actually got on a acne medication called spironolactone. So first I just went back on Sprintec to see if that would help my skin at all. So it helped my skin, but not really to the extent that I wanted it to. It wasn't like as bad as it was, but it was kind of just like how it was in the beginning before I even got on birth control. Like it was just like I had like 4 or 5 on my chin at a time, and it was just like, that's too much. Like I just didn't want any acne. I was tired of it. I wanted clear skin like everyone else had, and so I started using all these different things. I went to an Ulta and I went to their Dermalogica skin bar because I got a facial there, and the esthetician told me that I should try Dermalogica. And so I started using Dermalogica, and that really helped me a lot. I used their skin clearing wash on my face. That was like almost a lifesaver for me. I would say it made my acne go away by like, I would say like another 50%. So like that really helped a lot. It doesn't have any of like that bad stuff. It doesn't have parabens in it. It doesn't have, you know, I don't think it has sulfates. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I started using Dermalogica and it helps like 50%. And then I got on to spironolactone because I went to my doctor's office and she was like, oh wow, you have acne. And by that time I had just turned 20 and I was like, yeah, sucks. I'm 20 years old and I still have acne. So she put me on spironolactone, which is a blood pressure medication, and I don't really know the science behind it, but like it has something to do with like testosterone or something like that, like linking onto your cells or something like that. I don't really know. So I got on spironolactone and I'm still taking spironolactone to this day. That is how I got my skin to calm down, like years and years and years of struggling with my skin like through middle school, high school. Like it all started in middle school, started with my forehead. I don't know if that had anything to do with my emo side bangs, but probably. And so I had forehead acne in middle school, and then throughout high school I was struggling with it. Like I just, for years and years and years, I just was trying everything, all the different Neutrogena like intensive lines. I was trying all of that. My parents had to buy me like all this different expensive stuff for my face. I eventually tried the Clarisonic and that didn't work for my skin, so I was like, I didn't know what to do. So then honestly, I think that what really saved my skin was Dermalogica, because I was not consistently using one face wash at all, and it was not moisturizing my face, and I just had no idea that I had dry skin. Everyone told me that I had oily skin because I had acne, because I didn't know that you could get acne from dry skin. So I started moisturizing every single day, which is even good for people who have oily skin. Dermalogica actually has a lotion that is called Active Moist, and that one is for oily skin. And then I have the Intensive Moisture Balance moisturizer for dry skin. And so I just started using that, and as well as their clearing face wash, and then it just like slowly started going away. I think that the spironolactone really just kind of like made sure that it's like less, and that's kind of why I keep taking it, because I do have acne like here and there. Like I have one right in the corner here and it really freaking hurts. But I don't have like 5 on my face at a time, and I feel like before I started using the Dermalogica and spironolactone, my face was just like all the time I had acne on my chin. It was awful, especially because when you're talking to someone, you know, a lot of the time they're looking at your mouth, and it was embarrassing to have like pimples all over my face. And being 20 years old, I was just like, what am I gonna grow out of this? I felt like everyone from middle school and high school knew like, oh, Amanda's had acne for like ever, like why isn't it going away? Like I'm sure people don't care that much about me, but I was thinking that way about myself, so it was really hard for me to go through that. But yeah, I definitely recommend, if you're a female, I definitely recommend going on birth control, even if you're not sexually active. If that's something that you want to do, if that's something that you're interested in, I would definitely recommend getting on that, no matter what the age you are, because I was a sophomore in high school. Like I was 15 years old when I got on birth control, and I wasn't even having sex. I definitely recommend getting on birth control for your acne, because it helps like all your hormone levels, and that's why I was getting acne on my chin, was because of my hormones. I definitely recommend looking up Dermalogica, because that is one of the brands that I found that did not have really bad ingredients in it. I'm completely against parabens, not necessarily because I know a lot about it, but just because from what I've read online and the videos that I've watched and stuff, like it's just like not a good chemical.
According to a recent US research report, 1 in 8 of the 82,000 ingredients used in personal care products are industrial chemicals. And since we absorb up to 60% of what we put on our skin, those chemicals may be the cause of certain health problems.
And so I'd rather just stay away from it than, you know, continue to use it just to be safe. Dermalogica does not have parabens in their products. I believe all of them. I'm not really sure. So you might want to check like the ingredients list, but I'm pretty sure they do not use parabens in a lot of their stuff. But yeah, and then talk to your doctor and see if you can go on spironolactone. I actually went on an antibiotic at one point for my acne, and that was just horrible. Like it was not a good idea. It didn't do anything for my skin. It really messed up like my gut and my urinary tract. It was just like not a good idea to go on antibiotics. So I would not recommend going on antibiotics, but I do recommend spironolactone. So anyways guys, that is my story. That is how I got my acne to clear up quickly. I guess you could say it took about 3 months. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Like this video if you liked it. Don't forget to turn on my notifications with the bell icon below so you get a notification every single time I post a video. And yeah, I will see you in my next video guys. Bye.